Okay, hi everyone. In this class, we are going to see the voltage and current characteristics of PN junction diode. Okay, so first let us consider the VI characteristics under the forward bias condition. Forward bias condition. Okay, so voltage current characteristics. Okay, so for the circuit diagram of this forward bias condition is given as, so this is a diode under the forward bias condition. So here it is a positive p type, so here it is a negative n, and this, so this positive terminal is connected to the p type material and negative terminal is connected to the n type material. Okay, and this, so we need to find out the voltage across this diode. So for some simplification, we go for another circuit, so you can easily understood. So we need to find out the voltage across this diode by using voltmeter, and this is connected to parallel to this diode because the voltage is same in parallel connection. Okay, voltage is same in the parallel connection, so we connect this voltmeter parallel to this diode. Okay, so it gives the voltage across the diode, and we connect the ammeter in series with the diode because the current is same in series connection. Okay, so ammeter is connected over here. So here, so this is a p type and this n, so positive, and here it is a negative. Here we connect the rheostat. So rheostat is connected over here, and this is denoted by RH, and this is terminal is connected over here. So under this reverse or forward bias condition, so this positive terminal is connected to p type and the negative terminal is connected to a n type. Okay, so positive terminal is connected to p type and negative terminal is connected to a n type, and this rheostat is for the for a change in the different voltages. So different voltages can be applied by using change in this rheostat. By changing this rheostat only we can change this diode, external voltage applied. Okay, so this is the circuit diagram. So VI characteristics of this diode under the forward bias condition is given by, okay, so here the voltage VD, okay, so in volts, and the current is ID, it is in milliamps. Okay, so here it is a consider, let us also consider like this one. Okay, so here it is a current in milliamps, so this, let us consider here it is a 0.1 and here it is a 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 and 0.9. Okay, so here it is a, let us consider here it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there is a, in silicon we know that the barrier potential is 0.7 volts. Okay, for germanium it is a 0.3 volts. Okay, so we know that the relation between this diode current and the diode voltage ID is equals to Is e power Vd by k, Vt eta minus 1. So here it is a Vt into eta minus 1. Okay, so here Vd is equals to 0. So Vd is equals to 0. So then put this Vd value in this one. So Is e power Vd is 0. So e power 0 by something is 0. E power 0 minus 1. So e power 0 is nothing but 1 1 minus 1 we get the value as a 0. Okay, at VD is equals to 0. Okay, so the graph for this one here it is also 0. Okay, so for the silicon diode the barrier potential voltage is 0.7 volts. So until that 0.7 volts the value of the current is 0 because there is no flow of current from the N side to P side. Okay, so the majority current does not flow due to the barrier potential. So this barrier potential is up to 0.7 volts. After the 0.7 volts only there is a movement of current. Okay, so here the 0 value, and for 0.1 also the current is 0, 0.3 also current is 0, 0.4 also 0, 0.5, 0.6. From that one there is a increment of current. Small current is there from the 0.7 onwards, and at the 0.7 we have the sudden rise in the current. So this is an exponential curve because there is a relation between this current as well as the voltage. So this is an exponential current. So there is a sudden increment in this at the 0.7 volts because there is a barrier potential of the silicon is 0.7 volts. Okay, so at the 0.7 volt only there is a sudden increment of current. So this voltage we call that as a cut-in voltage. The voltage at which the PN junction diode will conduct. Okay, so after that this voltage only the diode will go into conduct. Okay, so this voltage we call as a cut-in voltage, or we call as a threshold voltage, or we can also call it as a knee voltage because it looks like a human knee, right? So it looks like a human knee, that's why we call this as a knee volts or a threshold voltage or a cut-in voltage, because this after this voltage only this conductor, whatever the silicon diode is there, that will go into conduct. Okay, so this is called as a silicon. This is for a silicon. Okay, whereas before this 0.7 voltage, so there is no current flows inside this PN junction diode. After this 0.7 only there is a movement of current because this potential barrier for the silicon is 0.7 volts. Okay, for the germanium, so the value of silicon, so the graph is like this one. Okay, so after 0.3 so there is a small amount of increment at 0.2 only, and there is a sudden increment of the voltage at the 0.3 volts because there is a the potential barrier for the germanium is 0.3 volts. After that 0.3 volts only there is an increment of current. So this we call as a cut-in voltage or a threshold voltage or knee voltage for the germanium. So here characteristics for the silicon is like this one. So it is a exponential curve, and the exponential curve for germanium is this one, and the 0.7 volts. So there is a sudden increment of the current, and there is a 0.3 volts sudden increment of current in germanium. So this voltage we call as a cut-in voltage or threshold voltage or knee voltage. So under this forward bias condition, okay, here it is a forward bias. PI characteristics under the forward bias condition. Okay.